Now, WJC's Purple Playbook, brought to you by M&T Bank.
This is Purple Playbook, coming to you from Jimmy's Famous Seafood, our first taping of Purple Playbook this season in front of a live audience, guys. Happy to be here. Joining me, we got Ritter, two-time Super Bowl champion Torrey Smith, and of course, Isaiah Likely. A lot to get to over this next half hour. Isaiah, though, I'm just going to get right to it. Everyone wants to know what's been going on with you. You know, got injured back in the summer. Haven't heard from you. Just take me through the injury, just kind of what happened. Because I was on the other side of the field. You know, saw it was one-on-ones, and then you just went down.
Yeah, I mean, just had a one-on-one with one of our players, Snooze. Caught a ball, landed on my ankle a little wrong. Snooze trying to make a great play on the ball. Ended up stepping my foot always by accident. Grabbed my foot, felt like I couldn't put pressure on it. Went inside, got MRI, seen that I had to crack my fifth metatarsal. Got surgery, got the time stamp. Been a little too patient. Obviously talking to Coach Harves, trying to get back, but obviously knowing the end game is to make sure I'm good, down the road. So, taking it week by week. And right now just, itching to get back out there.
Yeah, I've seen you sitting, kind of watching practice a little bit. Harves has even said you've been antsy, trying to get back out there. Just how tough has it been just sitting and watching?
Man, I mean, I feel like people don't really understand, the joy people really get from playing football until it's taken away from you. And that's that's been really probably the hardest part. Playing this game since I've been 4 years old, it's really just been, not really – I mean, there's always when you run into it, the soreness or being tired or being a little hurt. But when you're injured and physically not able to do something, that's when it's hurting. Because you see your teammates out there, you see the fun, the brotherhood that you formed, and you're not out there to be able to have fun. So,
as you're going along, and you can attest to this too a little bit, I know you were banged up when you played in San Francisco. Is it a mental thing, trying to get back to where you were and being able to trust yourself again, to cut and to run full speed?
For sure. I mean, that's probably where I'm at right now is just, really just being able to trust myself, being able to just be me. Because I know when I get out there, the fans, my players, my brothers, the coaches all want to see me be me, not being timid, not being hesitant to go make those splash plays that I do. So that's really just where I'm at.
Yeah, there's definitely a major mental element to it that fans don't see, family doesn't see unless you lived it with that person. You feel alone. And I know it sounds crazy. It's man, it's just football, but it's you work so hard for something. And it's you had this little devil on your shoulder, just whispering things and taking your mind into a place where you feel you're alone. You're watching the bus leave and you're not on it. It's just this depressing mindset, and you have to make sure you're fighting against it. So when you're rehabbing, it's a major process when you deal with injury. It's a part of accepting the fact that you're hurt. You can't control it, right? Then there's the element of actually fighting through physical therapy, which so many people can relate to, where there are highs and lows with that you're managing to get through. And then when you return, just because you're cleared by the doctor doesn't mean that you're ready to play. And then there's that element that you have to work through. And sometimes that can be the most trying piece. For anyone that's ever had an injury, it's if I broke my leg, I've had a bunch of different things happen, and you're okay, I'm healed, so now I should be able to go just like I was. And that's just not how it works. You have to get your strength back together. You have to be able to, to play as fast as you want to. And that process is a mental hurdle as well. And once you gain trust and understand, and then you got to get tackled, right? The same way he injured his foot, he's going to get tackled one day. You got to get up you know what? I'm fine, right? And that's another hurdle that you have to get through. So it's a lot of layers to it that people don't really understand unless you've had a severe injury. But imagine having a severe injury and you got to go against guys who get paid a lot of money to be really good, who are healthy, right? So you have to make sure you continue to work to get there.
And, I've seen you out there working, trying to get back into game shape. So I got to ask you, because everyone wants to know, do you have an idea of when we could see you back out there?
Very soon.
Okay.
That's a good enough answer.
My boy's a vet now. That's a certified. He's a vet now. You're not getting my guy. He's not a rookie.
We were going to get a little bit, but
I had a different answer last season. You're I've been on the show 2 seasons now. Come on, guys.
That's funny. But you have been watching this team through the first couple of weeks. 40 points back-to-back weeks. Just what have you seen from this Ravens team, and just kind of obviously you guys wanted to start fast. Offensively, you guys seem to be doing that.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows you, the testament of the offseason everybody's been putting in on the offense. I mean, really just being able to score 40 points in the NFL is hard week after week, obviously, and showing you guys that, I mean, there's some really good defenses that we played. So showing you we can run the ball, we can pass the ball. We have playmakers from the receivers to the tight ends to the O-line doing their job, and really from the running backs doing their job. Everybody's just on one accord, being able to either push for that extra yard, push for the extra first down, push for the extra, person that you need to get in the end zone. I mean, that just shows you the grit and really everything that they've been going through week in and week out to try to get to this point where you could put up 40 points and be in games where it's like, okay, the offense is dominating.
I mean, I know Torrey's going to talk about this, or he could for the entire show, Lamar Jackson and just what we continue to see. And we are so spoiled by having this guy in Baltimore. If I would have told you before the Browns game last week that Lamar and Derrick Henry were going to have less than 50 yards combined rushing, but we're still going to put up 40 points, you'd be like, how? Or maybe not. These days. That's the way Lamar's playing.
Yeah, Lamar's playing at a high level, but I definitely would have been shocked because no matter how good Lamar plays, the Ravens are still a running team, right? The pass comes from the run, right? That's just the DNA of this team. So to see it happen in that way, it was crazy. Lamar Jackson now has the highest passer rating in NFL history at the moment, right? And that's a big deal. That's a big deal for so many reasons. For people who've been here in Baltimore who watched people tear him down, knock him, tell him what he couldn't do. And that's the metric that has worked for so many other players to determine how great they're playing the quarterback position. Now you have to put Lamar in that category. And I tell people all the time, I don't care if he's only there for this week and he's never there again for the rest of his career. He's there, right? And you have to be able to give him that kind of respect. And it's fun watching him. He made two of the better throws I've seen in the last few years. He made a corner route. I feel like he threw it.
The one to Tez?
Oh, the timing when he let it leave his hand, like, for those that play video games, you put your little touch pass button. That thing was floating up there.
It doesn't even work that well in the video game.
Exactly, and it just dropped right on in there. I mean, he's just doing some high-level things, and his highlight plays, for us in Baltimore, it looks normal. But it's really not. And, we've got to enjoy it. I'm going to say it each and every week. We're spoiled to have Lamar Jackson here in Baltimore.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to talk more about Lamar and this Ravens offense, getting contributions from everyone when Purple Playbook continues.
This is the Purple Playbook, brought to you by M&T Bank. The winning prognosis, brought to you by LifeBridge Health. Care bravely.
And welcome back to Purple Playbook at Jimmy's Famous Seafood. We are, of course, taping the show. We got Isaiah Likely joining us. So much excitement around this Ravens offense, getting contributions from all over the place. Tez Walker, 3 catches in his career, all 3 of them touchdowns. I mean, is that something you guys talk about in the locker room? That are people aware?
It's like Chris Carter.
Oh, it's like Torrey Smith. I mean, first 3 catches were all touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, having obviously the stat to have every catch that you have a touchdown is obviously great for Lamar to know in the back of his mind if you're on the field. But, I mean, that's just really a testament to what Tez has been doing this offseason. I mean, I feel like just watching him, from afar, just, the confidence that he's been able to put on film from year 1 to year 2, whether it's been in practice in the preseason. I mean, you guys have watched Tez, really grow from a quote-unquote, probably untapped potential UNC version to really getting into the NFL terms of having D-Hop in his ear, Zay in his ear, Bait in his ear, to just tell him how to hone in and be a great receiver in the NFL and be able to, just capture your opportunities.
Can't talk receivers without talking about Zay Flowers and what we have seen from him in just these first 2 weeks of the season. It goes to show you how different that game in Buffalo would have been last season if Zay was healthy at the time. Just him from last year to this year, I mean, right now it seems like nobody can cover number 4.
Man, I could sit up here and talk about Zay for an hour. I mean, I feel like y'all all know when y'all see Zay, y'all see.
Not like you guys are close.
Yeah, I mean, but no, for real. I mean, you guys see it from Zay. I mean, off season he treats like the best I've really seen. Zay will be up at 5 a.m. waking me up because he knows I get up to work out at 9. Talk about, man, Zay, why you didn't get your first workout? He got jitters. I'm like, Zay, it's 7 o'clock. Please get off my phone. But it's it's great to see because how hard he puts himself in the off season. You guys really only see on Sundays, but I see it day in and day out, whether it's in the film room, in the treatment room, whether he's doing extra work, catching on jugs, getting an extra lift in. I mean, that's just Zay. What you guys see him, jitterbug, happy on the field is just really the testament he's put in to get there.
And Torrey, Isaiah kind of touched on it a little bit, mentioning D-Hop. Just how important are those good vets in the locker room to kind of set the standard of just the things that the young guys should be doing and showing them that right way?
Oh, it's huge to have it. I know for myself, I had Anquan Bolden and Lee Evans to be those guys for me. And for Zay, he had the opportunity to have Nelson Aguilar, a guy who I also had the opportunity to be his OG there in Philadelphia. But to be now, Zay's a few years in. He is the guy. He knows how to be a pro. The difference between Zay and a lot of guys is Zay already had pro habits, but he just had to learn how to do it. But what people don't realize is that Zay's been training with professional athletes since he was in high school because of his trainer Goldfeet down there in Florida. So Zay wasn't surprised by NFL guys because he was already working out with them, right? And I think just that mentality he has to want to be great and how much fun he has. I'm not gonna lie, like Zay, you're gonna see him smiling all the time, right? And I love that about him because I've only seen two players really that stick out. So I'm like, man, they are really having fun playing this game. It's Zay Flowers and Cam Newton. Like those two guys, you're gonna see their smile across the camera all the time, but it's genuine. And the way Zay works, there's no surprise. They're using him in so many different ways, able to get the ball quickly and make plays happen. Obviously, he's able to be a game breaker down the field as well, and the first person will never tackle him. So he's fun to watch. He's explosive, and the sky's the limit for him.
And I think the other thing too, when you mentioned Zay's smile, also that laugh cuts through everything, right? I mean, Zay's got a very distinct laugh. But turning the page now to this week and the Lions, this is a tough Lions team that's going to come in here. Just put up 52 points against the Bears. Just kind of what are you expecting from the Lions when they come here for Monday Night Football?
Really, I'm just expecting their best. I mean, they obviously know the type of team they are. They know they're a Super Bowl caliber team. That's obviously been their mantra the last couple of years. So just knowing that, it's really not about them. It's really about us, just keeping one foot in front of the other. Understand that the ultimate goal at the end of the week is just to be 1-0. Whatever it takes to be 1-0 at the end of the week is really just what the leaders preach to the choir to the team. I mean, that's just really the mantra that we have, whether who it is. It doesn't matter what opponent it is. I don't really want to say teams' names, so can't meet me. But obviously, like everybody knows, doesn't matter what team in the NFL. That week, you try to be 1-0.
You mentioned leaders. Jumping back to the Buffalo game, coming off of that loss, how hard it was when you guys had that in the bag and you let it slip away. You start out in Cleveland last weekend and a little slow at first for the offense, but then you end up putting another 40 points on the board. Who is that leader right now on the offensive side of the ball that when things aren't going well or something happens, who is the guy that is stepping up and saying, fellas, relax, we got this?
I really say it's just, the combination of all the leaders, whether it's Ronnie to the O-line, L to the whole offense, DH, Kyle, Rowe, BK, Mark. I mean, it's just, a combination of all of them. I mean, the NFL is really just a hard sport to play, and I don't think people understand, like, when you have a lead, it's so hard to keep it in the NFL because the other team obviously doesn't want to lose, and they get paid too. I mean, that's just, just the end all things of that. But, when you get in those games where slip-ups might happen or hiccups might happen, I mean, the defense got to pick up the offense as much as the offense got to pick up the defense. Special teams got to pick up everybody in between. So it's really just a team sport, and I feel like that's what everybody forgets when it comes down to the final end-all score. So, like, you win together, you lose together, and I feel like that's what you just got to preach to everybody on the sideline.
I know every locker room is different. I actually asked D-Hop about that after the Browns game, and he said nobody said anything at halftime. It's like guys just kind of know that first half wasn't us, that wasn't the standard, and came out in the second half. I mean, just what is that a testament to, just kind of the standard that Harbaugh has set for the Ravens and this team, and just kind of that's how things are done in Baltimore? You just know what's expected?
I mean, for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, when you play Ravens football, you know that you're going to be tough, physical, and you're going to be in a fight for all 60 minutes. I mean, whether that's from the first half to the last time, you're going to get everything that the Ravens got.
Torrey, that 1-0 mindset, I mean, that's what winning teams have. But for you, when you look at this squad, and we say this a lot, but I feel like it's the case, other teams in the league, only the Ravens can beat themselves when they're playing their best football.
Yeah, I agree with that 1,000%. There are very few teams in this league where you can say the only way they lose is because they made the mistake, and the Ravens fit that category. And from a fan perspective, I think it's important to note everyone's looking at, especially the Buffalo loss, or even the first half, like, how does this happen? I'm here to tell you right now, no one knows. It just does, right? There's no rhyme or reason to it. It doesn't matter how good you are. It's this thing where it's like if it gets bad, it gets worse, right? And you have to do everything that you can to try to stop it. And I think this team has the ability to do it. And you've seen that reset. But also, like we just said, when you get this is the NFL, everyone's good. No one quits. Right? Like, it matters for everyone, so you got to fight for all 60 minutes, and that's the battle, and whoever figures out a way to get it done at the right time is the one that goes on to win it all.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about that Lions game, getting ready for Monday Night Football here in Baltimore. The all-black uniforms are coming out. We're going to talk about what we love about primetime games here in Baltimore when Purple Playbook continues.
This is the Purple Playbook, brought to you by M&T Bank. The Bottom Line, brought to you by M&T Bank.
And welcome back to Purple Playbook, coming to you from Jimmy's Famous Seafood. Got Isaiah Likely joining us. Guys, we're getting ready for Monday Night Football, prime time. I mean, something's just different about when Lamar's facing NFC teams, but also primetime games here in Baltimore. What's your favorite part about just all of that, the energy that comes with primetime here?
I'll say, I mean, it's me being like the little kid in me. It's like when you hear your name run out the tunnel, and you see like the whole stadium pitch black, and you just see those purple lights. And you just like, okay, yeah, this is way too lit. Like, it don't matter what feeling you've ever had before. Fans go crazy, and then you just look, see your brothers always dap up, and you be like, nah, I'm ready to go right now. Like, we could just skip all the answers.
Look, you look up 95, Philadelphia has a great atmosphere, but I say all the time, prime time at the bank in Baltimore, that's next level, and I don't think there's another team in the league who does it as good as this city does.
It is, and the energy from the fans, but also you have to give credit to the folks who've been doing these renovations with these lights turning off and flickering, these little LED lights. Listen, if Ray Lewis would have came out the tunnel with those lights flickering like it's at a Beyonce concert.
Ray had the fire, though.
With the fire? Come on now. I might have passed out there as a fan. But I think the energy from the fans, I love it because you mentioned the kid in you. I remember waiting for game days. Like, I had a love-hate relationship with night games because I'm a guy that if I take a nap, I feel worse than I did before. So, like, the days are long. So I'm going to take a walk around the city, doing all kinds of different things to stay up. But the energy that you get going into it, you know, I love the pressure. You know, everyone in the country is watching. Every other NFL team is watching, and there's nothing like it.
Also, for me, those all-black uniforms, there's something about them. Because,
sharp.
Right, here's what I'll say, though. College football, you see a team put on the all-blacks, and it's almost like fake juice. You feel like that team's about to get blown out. But when the Ravens put on those all-blacks, it's different.
It is
especially,
different.
I don't know if it just puts it all together. It feels different.
I mean, you could say for a player, the look good, the feel good, that's true. It goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
Nah, for sure. I mean, definitely wearing the all blacks. And then, like, now me, Zay, and L do this thing where we just, switch the mouthpiece every week. So, like, we just finally seen the fans, like, try to guess which color, but, we just do it, like, on a Friday. L will be like, what color we wearing? We'll be like, ah.
So it's all the same.
Yeah, we always do it. But, like, you'll see it, like, low-key, though. Like, L won't wear his pregame, and then he'll just pop out with it.
I like that little game right there.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Never would have thought. I didn't know where you were going with that switching mouthpiece. I don't know where that was going. I was like, what are we talking about?
We're to start guessing, though.
I didn't know. Before we wrap this up, just with the Lions coming in, obviously this is a team that you last played a couple years ago. What do you kind of take away? Can you take anything from that experience? Because that was a really good Lions team that people were expecting to make a Super Bowl run, and then obviously you guys got the win. I think it was 38-6. Just nothing seemed to go there. What can you take from that game going into this one?
Really just, I say the biggest point of emphasis that game was just not turning the ball over. And I feel like that's obviously what T said. I mean, just Ravens being Ravens. So, really just keeping that mantra of just being where your feet are and understand that they got to play the game on our terms. I mean, and that means if we want to run the ball, be able to run the ball. If we want to pass the ball on that play, be able to pass the ball. We'll always finishing in the red zone, making sure we don't turn the ball over and making sure we get points at every drive.
And I say you have to play that way, right? Because on the other side of it, even though it doesn't matter who the opponent is, in this case, this is a team that takes pride in being physical. This is a team that takes pride in swinging first right? That's the same mentality that the Ravens carry. So they're looking for the dogfight. They've been scratching and clawing. They had a tough week 1, but they bounced back against the awful Bears, and their confidence is as high as ever. So I think it's going to be a great football game for folks that love the game itself, but having the opportunity to play at home is a huge advantage for the Ravens.
You know Dan Campbell's going to have those guys ready to go.
Absolutely. Biting kneecaps, they're ready to go.
Biting kneecaps.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and wrap up the show when we come back. It's Purple Playbook.
This is the Purple Playbook, brought to you by M&T Bank. Now, WJC's Purple Playbook, brought to you by M&T Bank.
And welcome back to Purple Playbook as we get ready to wrap up the show. We got about 90 seconds. Isaiah, just kind of, everyone wants to know, obviously, the situation with tight ends. All three of you guys, just how do you feel about Baltimore and being here, being a Raven?
Man, I feel like the city know I love the city, man. Everywhere I go, I shout the city out. But nah, I tell everybody, man, y'all really took a chance on a kid that really just wanted to play football. And I feel like I tell EDC, I tell the city, I tell the fans every time, I genuinely love y'all. Because y'all really took me from a small school and let me play my dream.
That's real love. Look, your name keeps coming up when they talk about next guys to get big contract extensions. I don't want to go into too many details, but fact of the matter is you want to be here, right?
100%.
There we go. Torrey's over there yeah. You've been around, though, but when you go to different
I know what
places,
Torrey's thinking. If I played today, man, my contracts, I already
But Torrey,
know.
You definitely wish I was 10 years younger, for sure.
You've seen just how different it is going other places. How would you compare Baltimore to other stops that you've been?
Very few organizations like the Ravens, and there's no secret from the fan base to the organization to the coaching. Everyone's blessed and spoiled. Baltimore, enjoy it.
All right, well, that'll do it for this week's Purple Playbook. For Rick and Torrey and Isaiah Likely, I'm Alex Glaze. We'll be back next week.